Impala Films presents Haunted, the audio drama. Season 2, Episode 8, The Dark Menagerie, Part 2 of 4, written by Aidan Barker Dean.
We need something to hold the door with!
James, help me shift the table! Right, now that's done. Why are you like this?
Abigail, please stop shaking me!
You just had to play verbal chicken with the demon, didn't you? You just had to!
In my defence, I didn't think it was real. I'm still not entirely convinced this isn't some sort of ingenious hoax.
Oh, come on!
Ugh.
Look, I know you're an incurable skeptic, Hunter, old chap. But perhaps for now we ought to assume that everything that's happening to us is really happening. Especially since my wife's life is on the line.
Yes, fine. But if this turns out to be a fake and you've got some sort of hidden camera set up, I will do unspeakable things to you, Clive.
Fair enough.
So, let's take stock for a moment. We've got a Yeti, a Jiangshi, and a Headless Horseman. Doulahan, yes. And on top of that, we've got Mildred running amok in Linda's body. What is our next move?
We need to get Mildred out of Linda and back into a containable vessel.
The ragdoll.
Yes, we keep it in the basement in a glass case. She's supposed to be contained there. I drew a number of sealing sigils around the case, but apparently she's found a way around them.
Right. Will you be able to craft new ones?
Potentially, yes, but I'll need to go over a few books. We need to get to my study. That's where I keep all my grimoires.
Grimoires?
Spell books to you and I.
Oh, right, so we're just straight up doing witchcraft now. That checks out.
What floor is the study on?
The second floor, directly above us.
Right, and we've no idea where in the house the monsters are currently. But we can be damn sure they're going to do everything they can to stop us sealing away Mildred.
Okay, well, I'll open the door a crack and see what I can see.
Be careful.
Yeti on the landing, chaps.
Well, fuck.
Any other way out of this room?
Not unless you want to crack that window and jimmy up the drain pipe.
Right, okay, less than ideal.
Okay, look, I think it's pretty clear what we need to do. Clive, if we run out and distract the Yeti, you can slip past and get upstairs to your study.
Abigail?
No, she's right. We have to assume that Mildred is controlling these creatures in some way. After all, that Yeti was taxidermy until 5 minutes ago. It cannot be thinking for itself. If she's able to see through them in some way, it could be best that we split her focus as much as possible.
Mildred has very powerful telekinetic abilities. After all, she's suppressing Linda, who won't be going down without a fight. Any additional strain we can put on Mildred will help Linda.
Right, sure, fine. Quick point though, we have no idea where that Headless Horseman or the Chinese vampire thing are. We could be going out of the frying pan and into the fire here.
Unfortunately, there aren't any other options.
Of course not.
Right, let's just get this out the way.
Okay. I'm going to count to 3, and on 3, we all run. Clive, wait here until we're out of sight, and then go.
Right.
If we die, I just want it on the record that I suggested staying in the travel lodge.
Okay. 1.
Oh, Jesus Christ, here we go.
2. 3.
I'm getting too old for this.
As we ran for our lives from a creature none of us had quite believed existed just that morning, not having much clue how we were going to fend off this cadre of monsters, a very different battle was raging in the museum below. A decades-old feud between captor and captive coming to its inevitable, brutal, final showdown.
Every time you try to force me out, Linda, I'll be forced to hurt you. Look at what you've made me do. I've trashed your precious museum.
I'm not going to let you hurt them.
I said stop!
If you don't behave, I'll force you to snap your other arm, then your legs, and then I'll get really cross and have to start getting nasty. So behave yourself. Now, on your feet, old woman.
What are you going to do?
Now, that would be telling.
You don't have to do all this. You could stop.
So I can go back to being a prisoner, stuck in that mangy doll for all eternity, ogled like a freak, turned by the pair of you into tawdry entertainment for lackwits.
It wouldn't have to be like that. The museum is closed. We could work something out. Give you the run of the house. Just don't hurt anyone.
I could just slaughter you all and have the house to myself anyway, Linda.
I don't think you've got the strength. Not with Clive and James against you. Just one of them would be tough, but combined, you don't stand a chance and you know it.
Ha! They're no match for me and you know that. The only reason I haven't killed them yet is I want to see them suffer first.
That's not why you haven't killed them. I mean, let's be honest, Mildred, I know you. Maiming, breaking limbs, that's you. You're capable of that. But outright murder? I don't think so.
Silence! You don't know the extent of my power or what I'm capable of.
Really? You don't think I know you? Mildred, you and I are bound together closer than any two people on the planet.
Not for long. I will finally sever that bond tonight.
How? You say my power is lessening, and you're right, I can admit that. But have you forgotten? If I weaken, so do you.
Lies! You are trying to manipulate me, Hagar. I won't fall for it.
Mildred, enough. Stop this. Let me help you.
Enough! Ah! You don't get to tell me what to do, old woman. Not after what you did to me. My vengeance is appropriate to my ordeal. Now, enough back talk. Let's go and see if anyone's died yet.
James, where are we going?
I hadn't got that far.
Let's talk. More run. We're losing him. Oh, shit!
The Doulahan.
Dan, why is the Headless Horseman pointing at you?
I opened the Banshee box. I think that means it wants my head.
So, Mildred has made the creatures play by the rules. Why?
Fascinating question, James. But let's just address it when we're not about to die.
Right, how do we want to die? Doulahan or Yeti? Oh, Jesus Christ, look at that axe.
Stay perfectly still.
What?
What?
Until I say duck.
What?
Duck! He's stuck. Go, get past him.
Jesus, he's half cut its head off.
Just be glad that's not you.
Where are we going now?
Upstairs, to Clive. We can loop back round, but come on, we need to be quick.
Thank the Lord, I made it. Hello, Mr. Zhangxi. I was wondering where you'd got to. Hopped all the way up here, eh? Ah, yes. You can only travel by hopping in straight lines. If I zigzag around you... Oh, who am I kidding? I'm not as spry as I once was. Almost as stiff as you in the joints, old chap. Ooh, your hands are cold.
Clive!
Don't mind me. Get book.
We can't leave him like this.
Book.
Which book?
Grimoire. Evil spirits.
Come on, help me find the book.
James, if we leave him, he'll die. The thing is sapping his life energy.
If we can't contain Mildred, we'll all die.
For God's sake, help him.
Here, Grimoire for the Containment of Evil Spirits.
Well done, Dan.
Page 6, 5, 7.
James, he's gone. James!
655, 656.
James, you might want to hurry up. That vampire thing looks like it's still hungry.
Oh God, it's after me.
657. Great. Demon containment ritual. I'll just take this.
I'm gonna run. You two stop Mildred.
James, we have to help her.
We are helping her. Now we have the ritual, we can contain Mildred and put a stop to all of this.
Oh, so all of a sudden you believe in all this stuff? This magic stuff?
Half an hour ago I would have been very sceptical, but now... Sorry, Clive. Shouldn't have doubted you so much. If Mildred's as real as she apparently is, then it stands to reason that everything Clive used over the years to fight her is too.
What do you mean?
Why do you think she posted the Jiangshi here? She was guarding the books. She knew Clive would need them. Don't forget, these creatures are obeying her. That's why it went after Abigail instead of me.
What are you talking about?
Mildred is playing on our emotions. She must have assumed we'd give up our search for the ritual to go and save Abigail.
I mean, I would have assumed that too, but here we are.
Abigail will be fine.
What if she's not? She's out there with a bunch of monsters and a demon trying their best to kill her.
Dan, she will be fine. We need to get the stuff we need for the demon sealing ritual.
No, you need to do that. I'm going to get Abigail.
Dan, I need you on this.
No, you know what? Put your ego to one side for 1 second, James. I know you're just loving all of this, but we've already had one casualty. I'm not letting Abigail be the next one.
I'm loving this. What is that supposed to mean?
Well, this is just a perfect opportunity to prove you're the biggest, baddest paranormal expert there is, right? Not only can you beat all of Clive and Linda's cases, you're going to do it all in one night. Big damn hero, James Hunter.
Okay, you need to calm down. This isn't about me. It's about putting Mildred down once and for all.
No, don't tell me to calm down, James. You're not actually my boss. I'm here because of her, not because of you.
And if our situations were reversed, she would tell you the same. Do not let your emotions run amok and stay on task.
James, if you were in danger, she'd move heaven and earth to save you. You know that. Even if it meant going off task. Even if it meant putting herself, me, her, anyone else in mortal danger.
I cannot be in 2 places at once, and we need to find all the things we need for this ritual. There's a bit of a laundry list. This is a big, unfamiliar house. If we go after Abigail now, we might end up stuck somewhere we don't want to be, or worse.
We'll all be killed before you can complete the ritual.
Meaning Mildred will be free to run riot as she sees fit. She may even be able to leave the house and get out of here.
So, we're weighing up Abigail's life against the lives of potentially hundreds of people.
Yes.
Well, I choose her.
Dan! Oof. Dan?
Don't worry. I've not killed him. Yet. I've just put him to sleep.
When did you get here, Linda? Or should I say Mildred?
Call me whatever you like. It makes no difference to me.
If you're here to kill me, just get it over with. I can't stand a gloating murderer.
Kill you, Mr. Hunter? Whatever gave you the impression I wanted to kill you?
Well, you did set a trio of horrifying creatures on us.
Oh, that? That was just me having a bit of fun with you. I knew you'd survive. After all, you're the great James Hunter. Paranormal adventurer extraordinaire. Mummy and Daddy play the part well, but you're the real thing, aren't you?
Mummy and Daddy?
Linda and Clive, of course.
What?
Oh, they didn't tell you. I'm not just some demon they happened upon. I'm their dear, sweet baby girl. The fruit of this very body's womb.
But you were trapped in a doll half an hour ago.
Well, we had a very contentious relationship. You know how families are. Now, enough of this idle talk. I didn't come here for a therapy session. I came to bargain with you.
Bargain? Very well. What are your terms?
Give me that page you just tore out of the book, or I'll have my little pets tear your girlfriend limb from limb.
What have you done to Abigail?
Nothing. Yet. But, let's just say I've got her under close observation. All it would take is a psychic signal from me, and she'll suffer the same fate as Father Dear. Only it won't be over so quickly for her. I'll make the Jiangshi wait until the Doulahan has hacked off enough parts of her body that she welcomes her life force being drained steadily from her.
If you do that, I won't just trap you again. I will see to it that you suffer a fate worse than 1,000 deaths.
You know, you're almost convincing, Mr. Hunter. That gruff voice and those tough words. You may think that you're cold enough to let your friends die if you have to. But are you really cold enough to let them suffer?
Starring Jamie Evans as James Hunter, Isabella Barbieri as Abigail Corbin, and Luke Hunter as Dan Cowell. Also featuring Tony Marden, Edina Hadley, Shayla Tharp, David Anthony Green. Haunted, the audio drama, is created by Jamie Evans, with all episodes produced and directed by Jamie Evans and Benton Hodges. Audio engineering by Benton Hodges and Jamie Evans. Haunted is a production of Impala Films and is recorded at Free Sprite Media Studios, with special thanks to Duncan Newham for equipment support. Opening and closing themes by James Crow. Thank you for listening to this audio presentation. Come back next week for the next exciting chapter of Haunted, the audio drama.